Hello, hello, hello. We got 4x4, 5x5. Can you guys hear me yet? We're going to wait a couple minutes for people to hop on. If you're going to hop on, time to hop on. Can you guys hear me? Testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2. Yes, yes, yes. Josh Lake in the house. Hey, good to see you. Crypto Angel's in the house. Sweet. Josh Lake is here. I hope you got all your dried food ready, my friend. Amy's in the house. Wow, these are flying by. Alan, what's up? Blind Dave, what's going on, man? Whole bunch of cool people in the house. I would LTC Perosi. Look out for him. He's got a wrench. I would like to remind everybody that I do have a lot of monitors and they don't take kindly to shit talking. So keep it nice, keep it clean. Feel free to express your opinion, but don't get overboard or they'll boot you. Lot going on right now. And the latest news, if you haven't heard yet, the U.S. Mint has once again sold out of Silver Eagles. You would think it's the opposite, right? You'd think, well, if nobody's buying silver because the price is so low, everybody wants to dump their silver because it's no good. How in the world can the U.S. Mint run out of Silver Eagles? It's because it's exactly the opposite. The manipulation is so strong and so powerful, the opposite happens. So when the price goes down, the demand goes up massively. Remember, this is a difference between a physical market of silver, which the U.S. Mint says they can't get physical silver anywhere. And by law, they are required to make enough Silver Eagles to meet demand. By law. Now, this is a fight I had with them back in the 2000s, early 2000s. And it was a different Treasury Secretary, a different head of the Mint, but the same story. They are required by law through the 1987 Gold and Silver Eagle Act, brought to Congress by Barney Frank. They are required by law to make silver coins to meet demand, no matter what the demand is. So if the price of silver goes low and they can't get their hands on the blank silver planchettes, the little round discs, they are required by law to bid more for them. Bid any amount for them. They are required by law to do that. And I reminded that of them many, many times. And finally, it got to the Treasury Secretary, it got to Congress, and Congress changed the rule to say, they didn't change it that much, but they changed it enough such that the Treasury Secretary makes the call. So he's still required by law to meet demand, but he gets to decide if demand is met or not. And look who's the Treasury Secretary, Steve Mnuchin. So, of course, they ran out of Silver Eagles. It is criminal. It is absolutely against the law that Congress passed. So, yes, feel free to speak your mind to the CFTC, to the SEC, to the Treasury Secretary, to the head of the Mint especially. Yeah, what's going on at the Mint, why they supposedly ran out. I talked to my contact at the Mint, and he said, everything was so slow for so long, and all of a sudden this month it went through the roof. Over 2 million coins. I don't know what it is now. Probably over 3 million coins were sold, and they sold out. Now, I talked to him quite a while, and he knows the story. He knows what's going on. You know who the largest hedger is of all physical silver? Legitimate hedger is the U.S. Mint. For some reason, they feel it's their obligation to support the silver riggers by hedging their silver inventories. Now, here's the question I have for the Mint today. They are out of inventory. Does that mean they have zeroed out and closed out their hedge? Because right now they're a naked hedge. And I'll guarantee you they haven't. And we've been down this path before. So, that's where we are right now. I want to take each topic. This could take a while because there's so much going on. I'm going to take each topic one by one. That's what I wanted to say about silver. Yes, absolutely. I heard a lot of the retailers are running out. They're out of Eagles already, and the premiums are going through the roof. So careful what you buy. I would go for the pre-1965 coinage, but that will probably run out too very soon, and the premiums will go through the roof as well. And then you go down the list. Don't buy anything over 10 ounces. 100-ounce bars are great for, you get a cheaper price per ounce, but you don't know what's inside them. Could be molybdenum, could be lead, could be anything. And when silver runs to $1,000 an ounce, those things are going to be hard to get rid of. So stick with the small denominations. They're harder to counterfeit. Silver rounds are great. I love silver rounds. Absolutely. All right. Now that's enough about silver. You know the story on silver. I've been screaming it. Buy as much as you can. Get it in your own possession. We will see silver dealers go down. If anybody quotes you a price and then says, oh, we can get that delivery to you in 3 weeks or 4 weeks or a month, don't do it. Say thanks. I think I'll go to my local coin guy and pay the extra 10 cents he's going to charge me. Now is the time when the silver dealers and retailers go belly up. So be careful. All right, let's move on past silver. Let's talk about the stock. Well, let's talk about the repo market, what the Fed did today. The Fed announced, well, they changed their announcement. It keeps getting bigger and bigger, up to $4 trillion of bank bailouts today, up to $4 trillion. That's how much trouble the banks are in. I believe we have the failure of 1, 2, or 3 of the large banks, Deutsche Bank, obviously, and their large derivative holders. So the Fed had to do something a monstrosity, $4 trillion. Remember, they only went to Congress for $800 or $700 billion back in 2008. And Congress said no on the first go-round. So how are they getting away with it? They're not calling it QE. They're not going to Congress. They're rogue. They've lost all credibility in the eyes of the world. And normally that would show up in gold and silver prices, but they're rigging them. That is a gift to you right now. A gift to you is the rigging of the silver and gold prices. I will guarantee you one thing. In the future, you will not ever sell your gold, silver, or cryptos. Let me say that again. For any price, you will not ever sell your gold, silver, or cryptos. What you're going to do with them is you're going to use them or buy things with it. You wouldn't sell it for the future money, whatever that future money is. You're not going to sell your gold, your cryptos, or your silver. You're going to use them. In the case of cryptos, obviously, the use case is huge. Or you're going to buy things with it. You're not going to sell it because in the future, when this old monetary system is gone, and it's not a long future from here, they'll be using something else as money, most likely something they can manipulate just as much. You're better off hanging on to the real stuff. I think we're going to have a crash, take out the exchanges, and then start fresh. That's what the Roota documents say out of the Fed, and I think that's where we're headed. Let's talk stock market real quick. Yes, it's been going down, even though it's rigged. It's rigged. You notice it only goes down about 2,000 points each day. It is controlled. This is the controlled transfer into the new system. Bitcoin Ben talks about it a lot. We need a controlled collapse. We need a transition period. This is what the transition period looks like. It's pure chaos with nothing getting done and the bad guys getting bailed out left, right, and center. This could go on for a decade. Does it feel good? Does it feel nice? No. Pull the Band-Aid. It's time to destroy the banks, destroy the economic system, destroy the exchanges, of course. Oh, there's Bitcoin Ben. He's selling everything and buying toilet paper and baby wipes. Oh, toilet paper. Don't buy toilet paper. Don't buy it. You know why? Get yourself a bidet. You can get a bidet for like $40 online. It'll save you massive amounts in toilet paper. Last time I said that, someone came, well, you can also make a bidet with like a water bottle. You know those sports water bottles, squirt bottles? That's messing with your hand, though, and you don't want to do that. How did this conversation get so offline? Okay, so people are saying, Bix, this, the virus thing and the disruption is only temporary. This always happens. It's always the same. No, it is not always the same. First of all, the virus is a biological weapon. I hope everybody understands that it's a weapon. It's not a regular virus. It's a weapon. Listen to the Clif High interview. I think I'm going to be speaking with Clif tomorrow again. But I put the link with me and Clif down below here. If you haven't listened to it, listen to it when you get a chance. Clif explains the whole thing. And this was weeks ago. So Clif knew about it weeks ago. Spirish Melonian. I can't say her name. Sorry. Thanks for all you do. Thank you. $3.99 Super Chat. Thank you very much. You know who you should thank really is Amy, because she's been having to put up with me for these past few weeks. And the poor girl is like, putting up with me as a bear when I'm onto something. And that's what it's been like. So thank Amy for putting up with me. That's where the thanks really lies, and keeping me halfway sane. But let's talk about what's going on with the stock market and what will continue to go on. We have a stoppage of the just-in-time delivery system. Not only do we get parts and manufactured items from China, we get a lot of the raw materials for everything we use, especially pharmaceuticals. Over 80% of the raw materials come from China. China, in their national media, just announced that they're blaming the U.S. for the biological weapon that was unleashed on the world. What does that mean? That means China's never opening up the trade again. It's just not going to happen. Not in the near future. Not in the next couple of years. So those who think, stock market always falls, but that's a good time to buy. No, not this time, my friends. Just-in-time delivery system has been shut down. There is the reason that the Fed is printing so much money is so that the banks don't go belly up tomorrow. And then they're going to have to do it again. The amount of the bailouts right now on my list that have been applied already, over $1 trillion. And they opened it up for $4 trillion. They're going to need $40 trillion, $400 trillion. It doesn't matter. This isn't a problem that money can solve. Adding more money doesn't put an Apple iPhone on the shelf. Only the continuation of globalization and the recommencement of the global supply chain would fix that. And that is nowhere to be seen in sight. An interesting thing is all this countrywide lockdowns. I think that is coming to the United States sooner rather than later. I've run the numbers on the coronavirus, and those of you who saw it, I've redone the numbers because it was going way too fast. I just ran them just a minute ago based on what the CDC says we have right now, which is 1,215 cases in the U.S., 36 deaths. That's a 3% exactly death rate. Now, here's the deal. Those numbers aren't real. There's a hell of a lot more people who have it. They're just not going to test for it. They're absolutely not going to test for it. So we don't know what the real numbers are. But we do know how fast it spreads. And when you don't have a cure, there's nothing to stop the spread. And at a minimum, 6-day doubling. So if you have it, you infect one person every 6 days. It's much more than that, but just as a minimum. That puts us by May 1st at 300,000 in the U.S. and 9,000 deaths. By June 1st, 19 million people in the U.S. will have this thing. And 589,000 deaths. Now, those of you saying, it's just like the flu. That is not like the flu. This is not like the flu at all. It's a biological weapon. The way it exponentially grows, it scares you when you run the numbers. I mean, every single person in the U.S. will have it by July, according to the numbers. Now, some people might be immune. Some people will show no signs at all of it. But a lot of people will. And that puts the death rate up into the millions in the U.S. within months. So, yes, this is a big deal. And I get the people, the conspiracy guys who say, yes, like Dean Koontz wrote a book in 1981 that spelled out the whole thing. What does that mean? Does that mean this is a fake disease? Or does it mean that some bad guy planted it? Probably did. Does it mean you should not panic and not prepare yourself physically, emotionally, mentally? No, not at all. It means you should. And Dean Koontz, how did he know this was going to happen? It was either planned or maybe, just maybe, Our souls came down here and are living in this pre-made matrix that has certain things that are going to happen. And it's how we deal with it and how we work our way through it that really matters. I mean, that's the only way you can explain the crypto viewing RV stuff, right? How can they know the future unless the future's already happened? I think Dean Koontz tapped into the future. Knowingly or unknowingly, it doesn't matter. So I'm trying to tell, like Snippy, it doesn't matter if it's real, if it's fake. It is something you have to prepare for. The downside of not talking about it, being a social media guy, is having millions of people not prepared. And you have to be prepared. And you're not going to lock yourself in your house, I'll guarantee you, because that probably won't even stop it. You got to prepare yourself by getting your body healthy. Tons of vitamin C. Lots of studies starting to come out saying vitamin C is the key. At least 3,000 milligrams of liposomal vitamin C, which absorbs quickly. Now, I don't want to get into the weeds about that. Watch the Clif High video below this. He talks about what we can do to protect ourselves, to guard ourselves, to make ourselves so that we can at least have a fighting chance against this. And no, don't let people tell you that, oh, no, this is just a conspiracy. You know why? Because then people won't prepare and it's going to be your fault. They didn't prepare. That's my take. There is a responsibility to being on YouTube. And that responsibility is to say, hey, it might be real, it might be fake, I don't know. Well, right now, obviously, with all these countries shutting down and this monetary system shutting down, you should have prepared for that. Everybody waiting in line for food and water and toilet paper, you should have been prepared for that. They're going to run out of bidets on Amazon pretty soon. Colloidal silver, yes. Now remember, colloidal silver only gets the stuff it touches. It doesn't fix the problems within your body. If you get this coronavirus, it'll kill the stuff in your mouth and in your nose and partially down your lungs, but it won't help that much. Get the chaga mushrooms. That helps throughout the body, and the vitamin C. That's my take. I'm not an expert on this. I'm passing on information Clif is passed on because he did the homework and studied it. You got to get on Clif's Twitter. He is running out of tweets. I think they give you 10 million, and yeah, Clif's running out of tweets. Christina, hey, thank you for the $20. It's awesome. Thank you very much. All right. So yes, it is all one thing. Whether or not of course the bad guys are going to use it. Of course the good guys are going to use it. What a great time to change monetary systems when everybody is on quarantine and lockdown in their house. Worldwide. What a perfect time to change monetary systems, right? And the Road to Roota stuff, that's exactly what happens. It doesn't say how they're going to do it, but what a great time to do it. And take out the bankers and throw the criminals in jail. Most of Congress isn't even going to work anymore. You know where they are. They're all at home. Trump gets the good guys to walk up and arrest them all because we're all going to be hunkered down in our house. All right, moving on. I did have more things I wanted to talk about. I'm going to throw a bunch of stuff out, see where it goes, and then we're going to do some Q&A. I know there's a lot of people. Oh, by the way, give me a thumbs up. Apparently that gets you more viewers. Oh my God. There's 1,800 people watching right now. Hi, guys. That's a lot of people. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. Somehow my subscribers are going down massively because of YouTube. I did have to go through all my YouTube posts and delete a lot of them because they put restrictions on them way after the fact. So I went way back, months and months back, and there's all these out-of-the-blue restrictions. I think they were going to try to pull something on me, so I just deleted those. They weren't getting many views anyway, so yeah, going back a month, I have them all because I store everything. I keep everything that is put up, all my videos, and I don't keep them in the cloud. I suggest everybody don't forget, whatever cloud you use, that's a third party that will probably go down during the banking crash. So the iCloud will not save your stuff. You have to get your own hard drive that you can put this stuff on. All right? Okay. Cryptos. Let's talk cryptos real quick. Yes, they are slamming it. The problem right now is that if you buy cryptos, they're really hard to get off the exchanges. I think Coinbase is saying like 72 hours. You don't know if they're going to be around for 72 hours. When the shit really hits the fan, all these crypto exchanges are going to go under. And you're going to just kick yourself for not getting your cryptos in your own possession right away. Everything has to be in your own possession. That has the same with the IRAs, the silver and gold and crypto IRAs that you don't possess. You don't have a self-directed IRA. Big mistake, because they will go down when the banks go down. They do have bills to pay, and their accounts will be part of the bankruptcy, the workout. If you want to get your IRA stuff in your own possession, call Will Lair at Perpetual Assets, perpetualassets.com. Will's a great guy. Tell him I sent you, and he'll take care of you. He also buys gold, silver, and cryptos for your IRA, or just for you. If you've never bought cryptos, I think the minimum is 10 grand though. But if you got a chunk of money and you're scared about buying cryptos and you love these prices down so low, contact Will. All right. Okay. The reason the Fed opened the window of money, I called it not a fire hose, but a fire hydrant. They had to take the hose off the hydrant, and because they are pouring out so much money, $4 trillion announced, and $1 trillion's already used. It's gonna be a matter of weeks before all $4 trillion is gone, and they're gonna need more. This is the end game, my friends. This is what we've been looking for a hell of a long time. All right. Let's see. What else did I want to go over? That's about it. All I wanted to say. But I did want to take some questions. I know a lot of people have. Oh, $50. Wow. Thank you. Who sent that? Where'd that go? Oh, it's a name I can't pronounce. Veritasium. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for the $5 too. Who's that? But I can't say these names. Anyway, what do you guys want to talk about? Anything is on the board right now. You name it. Put a link on the IRA in the description. I will have it up. Just go to perpetualassets.com. Perpetualassets.com. Or look up Will Lair. Will Lair's your contact there. Or Gus Demos. Will's nicer. If you like the New York dirty mouth kind of guy, Gus is your guy. You want someone to treat you with kid gloves, Will is your guy. Oh, Amy put up the Perpetual Assets website. Yeah, give them a call. They're awesome. They are absolutely awesome, and they've helped so many people get out of their IRAs, without paying penalties. It's just a rollover into your own possession of cryptos and metal or stocks, bonds, whatever, if you're crazy enough to hold those. Richard Connolly, thank you, bud. $5. Martin Armstrong says central banks adopting digital currency could be the end to BTC. Strange. Usually he's smart. What's your take? Yes, the central banks will adopt cryptocurrencies. The problem is nobody would use them. Who cares? They can do whatever they want. When everybody loses everything, who cares what the central banks are doing? They're the ones causing the problem. They're the ones who are going to be blamed for the destruction of the old system. If they made a digital currency that had the same attributes as Bitcoin, immutable blockchain, fixed limited number of coins, all that stuff, then I would be scared. No, I wouldn't even be scared. I would say, great, something to compete with Bitcoin. But they're not gonna. They need the control. They want the control. They want the ability to print as much as possible. So there will always be a backdoor with any central bank digital currency. Their mindset can't even get around it, much less these guys are ridiculous. So that's my take. Martin, yeah, I don't agree with everything Martin says. By the way, Martin's saying there might be a bank holiday coming up, maybe Monday. We'll see. I think all the exchanges are going to shut down. I heard a rumor they're closed tomorrow, but I didn't see any backup for it. But I thought I read it on the Fed webpage with their announcement. I'm not sure. Adam Apple, thank you for the $5. 5 Canadian bucks. Should we be worried about the Mad Max scenario? I wouldn't worry about Mad Max because we're pretty much all dead in that scenario. Without the internet, I've seen studies that 98% of the population will die, and yeah, I'm kind of prepared for it. I got a gun and I got a little bit of food, but the Mad Max, there's different levels now. But remember also from the Fed Boston playbook, shall we say, they've been planning this for over 110 years. So there's been many strategies like the Nestor Act, the Gesser Act, all these things that I don't think any of them will work because there's too many deciders. But the destruction of the old system, reallocation of the new money according to Social Security balances, was Roota's plan, and I think that's the best plan. But we'll see. Obviously, nobody's been through the destruction of a global reserve currency. There's never been a global reserve currency other than gold, potentially. But the U.S. dollar is a global reserve currency, and clearly Jerome Powell is trying to destroy it. Gene, thanks for the $2. Awesome, thank you. All right, what else we got? Brian Fussy, instead of taking a bank holiday, why not just pack up and leave the planet? I think people are doing that right now. Where are those congressmen hiding out is the question. Oh yeah, I've got coronavirus. I'm going to stay in my house for 2 weeks, and poof, they're off on a spaceship. Who knows? Jacob, thank you for the $100 in MX. Is that Mexican peso? Hi. Thank you very much. Nestor Act is gone. Now, that would never work. The problem with the Nestor Act was that it was going to rejigger the system. Everybody would get a certain amount of what they already have, and we go forward. The problem is the percentages, somebody would have to decide what percentage of who would get what, and it wouldn't fix the problem. The big problem on planet Earth right now is debt. All the debt would still be there. So even if you rejiggered it, the same amount percentage-wise, the debt would still be there. We need to get rid of the debt, and the only way to do that is to destroy the entire system. And to destroy the entire system, it's already done. It's already baked into the cake, so to speak. And all you had to do was reverse the globalization, reverse the supply chain, and it's over. Digilite GT, thanks for all your work, Bix. You've helped many people stay safe. Thank you. Thank you. I hope so. That's a big part of what I'm trying to do. Dan Coots suggests on his website that the 1986 Hollywood screenwriters altered his outdated 1981 Soviet reference in anticipation of a TV miniseries that never materialized. I don't think it matters if you're gonna go down that path, go to Dick Allgaier because he predicted this too. As a matter of fact, one of his predictions was that the markets will all freeze up with the computers fighting each other, bang, and they all shut down. Why do you think he ran away from Hawaii? He bugged out of Hawaii to an unknown island of his choice. I don't know that it will be any better on a different island, although Hawaii, if you've been reading my stuff on Hawaii right now, those politicians need to go to jail. They completely sacrificed. Hey, Daz Smith is in the house. One of the best remote viewers in the world. So, yeah. Hawaii. There's a reason that Dick bailed on that. The Hawaiian politicians are saying there's only two coronavirus sufferers in Hawaii right now, when we know it's one of the most popular vacation spots for both China and Japan. And from December, January, and February, they did nothing. Coronavirus is all over every single Hawaiian island. And we have canceled our trip. Amy and I were supposed to go there with Paige and Josh and friends of ours, and we canceled our trip mainly because not that we're worried that we're going to get coronavirus. I think everybody's going to get it. But more that it is probably the easiest place in America to quarantine. All you have to do is say, okay, no more boats and no more planes. Voila, you've quarantined all the islands. And I guarantee you that's what they're going to do because they bought a hangar, a gigantic hangar from the military to deal with all the sick. Yeah, the Hawaiian politicians should be strung up. And you're gonna see it's gonna be one of the worst spots, much worse than what's going on in Washington right now. Because Washington's at least telling people about it. The Hawaiian politicians are saying nothing. They're hiding it. Why? Because it's the number one moneymaker for the islands is tourism. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. Let's see what else we got. Holy moly, look at all these comments. Hey, thumbs up, thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. And that does something in the YouTube world. I'm pissed at YouTube these days because they're demonetizing everything. But hey, it's not their platform. Do you know who invented YouTube? It wasn't the three guys at the dinner party. This guy named Mark Collins Rector, pedophile out of Hollywood. Look up the patent for Mark Collins Rector, and you're going to see YouTube explained in 1998. And they say YouTube was invented like 2006 or something like that. It's a lie. Oh, wow. YouTube's lying to us again. And the biggest thing is we funded it. We funded it through our secret operations. I think it's the CIA is the group that funded YouTube in the beginning. Just like they funded Facebook. And it's all so sad. All these secrets are going to come out. And probably with the crashing of the banks, the arrests of the banksters, the arrests of the criminal politicians, and then we're gonna know the truth. We're gonna demand the truth. I am. I hope you guys are too. All right, yeah. LifeLog was the start of Facebook. The day LifeLog was shut down by the government, Facebook was started. And I heard that Zuckerberg doesn't even know how to program. And he supposedly wrote the original program. That guy's odd. Looks like an alien. All right. What E-Rock? What did the remote viewing guys miss? Now, first of all, we miss everything. Anybody who gets something right in the future either did it themselves. If they get it right, they probably did it, or they got lucky. Now, I do have a timeline out there right now for the private road. So far, I'm really lucky because I predicted all this stuff. But it was like 3 weeks ago and I put it up. And literally, I think June is when I said it's over. And I go kind of point by point. And so far, it's all happening. But it's happening faster than I thought. Which makes me think that they want it to happen faster. And Bitcoin Bin's smooth transition ain't going to happen. We don't want it to happen. This is the smooth transition. This is what a smooth transition feels like. It feels like everything's falling apart because there's no way to stop it. China is not going to trade with the U.S. again until this is all over. We are in checkmate right now. The good side about it is we want to get out of this shit. We just want it to happen faster. If it happens faster, we'd be better off. And I think that's why Trump is speeding it up, cutting off European flights. That's a big deal. It was a bigger deal when he said, we're cutting off the European flights and all the goods coming out of Europe. Then I thought, yeah, good. This will speed things up much faster. And then he backed off on that. I don't know if he gave an excuse, but he completely backed off on the banning of trade between Europe and the U.S. I don't know if Europe's even ever going to be building anything anymore. With the banks go down, it's over. And all the banks are going down. Why? Because their customers can't pay. And they're leveraged, highly leveraged. 10-1 at a minimum. So this is the smooth transition. Wait till it gets ugly. It'll be like this for decades if we let it go on. We want it to end. We want the banks to crash. We want the people to go to jail that should go to jail. In my opinion. All right. CME is closing. CME is the world's largest financial derivatives. Okay, so it's the silver exchange, the COMEX, which is owned by the CME, is closing tomorrow, I believe. I don't think it'll ever open up again. I think they're done. I think that criminal exchange is done. And remember who is up on RICO charges right now? 6 JP Morgan traders and JP Morgan itself is under investigation. They haven't announced it yet. That is huge. Yeah, Veritasium. Apparently there's a Veritasium petition. Go to the Veritasium Telegram channel and you can get links to the petition. I'll say something about that tomorrow or the next day. But, truthfully, in the age of chaos, no petition is going to work. Yes, Veritasium can solve the problem that they have of rehypothecating assets, the fake assets, everything that is on the COMEX, the LBMA, the New York Stock Exchange. Yes, they don't have those. They're all owned by 4 or 5 different people. And now it's gotten to the U.S. Treasuries have multiple owners. And that's what's going on in the repo behind the scenes. Not to mention, Deutsche Bank, I think, is already bankrupt. So it's going to be a crazy few weeks going out, but hang on tight. Hunker down. Do the best you can. I saw, Crypto Nana in the house. What up? When's your video with Clif coming out? I haven't said it because I'm supposed to get with Clif tomorrow. And this would be the part 2. Right under this video right now is the part 1 of that video. This is long before all this stuff went down that Clif was talking about it was going to happen this way. He says the best way to deal with it, if you're not going to just go into the woods, is to get your body ready for it. Get your body braced for the coronavirus because you're going to get it. You probably have it already at some point, depending on where you guys live. Lots of vitamin C, mega doses of vitamin C, chaga mushroom powder, C60 if you have it, vitamin D, and I'd say colloidal silver for swishing your mouth out, and get a vaporizer. That's what I was doing the other day, is breathing that vaporizer. So, all right, what else? What else we got? Russia's now the safest place to avoid coronavirus. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Why would you say that? Have they locked everything down? I heard the safest place is like some of the Asian countries are locking people. In the United States, if I was president, I'd say everybody is required by law to wear a mask. If you have it or if you don't have it, I don't care. Because if you have it, if you don't have it, the mask doesn't really help that much because you're going to touch it in places. But if you have it, it keeps all the germs in your mask. And so if everybody wears a mask, it would help a lot. And that's an easy thing to do. Why isn't the government doing it? Why are they delaying all these tests? You could say they're trying to kill us off. Or you could say, hey, maybe they want it to happen faster. They know that everybody's going to end up getting it. Maybe they want it all to happen in a big bunch over the next couple months instead of it happening for the next, slowly for the next 5 years. I don't know. I heard if the second time you get it, it's even worse. So keep taking your vitamin C. The only way you're not going to get this thing or not going to come in contact with people who have it is to get your body prepared to accept it and then fight it. That's vitamin C. Lots of vitamin C, chaga mushroom powder, and any other home remedy you guys can think of. Yeah, mask won't help in long term. This stuff, sit on counters for 9 days or something crazy? So now you can make your own mask too if you're you can always do something like that. Put a motorcycle helmet on and duct tape it. Duct tape it everywhere around. There you go. You got to MacGyver your way. Like Clif said, for many years he said we're going to get it in a place where there's the make a way movement, where you just have to make your way. Make your way. You got to move forward and you just got to keep doing it. And Bix, is there enough time to buy crypto on Coinbase and pull it off? I don't know. I know they're delaying it. They don't have the coins that they're selling. So if that's the only way to get crypto, it's better than having fiat money in the bank. So you're a little late to the party, but I would do it. Or go buy silver right now at your local silver store. Probably do that first. Silver is going to go moonshot and take out the banksters that was in the Roota documents all along. You watch silver. It's going to be crazy. Crazy, crazy. All right. Let's see. What else we got? Omar says, vodka chaga shots. Yeah, vodka chaga shots. Apparently, yeah. The vodka's good, right? Vodka's good. That's why the Russians. I got you now. Takes me a while. Gene Richards, why Coinbase? Coinbase is the easiest. If there's a lot of places to buy cryptos, whatever you think is the easiest, do it. If they can deliver immediately, do that. Give up you're going to have to give up your ID and all that. It doesn't matter. You'd rather have those cryptos in your pocket today, because I'd rather be 20 years early than 1 second too late. Because 1 second too late, you're not going to be able to buy any cryptos very soon. Because when the banks go down, all the exchanges close up. And then you got to deal with the Mt. Gox style bankruptcy for the next 8 years. Yes, I still have 1 Bitcoin in the Mt. Gox bankruptcy. I am a creditor of that. And it's been, 6-7 years, and still nothing. Nothing. Snippy! Oh, JSnip4 going to go live right after me. Snippy. Just admit it. Just tell people to go get your vitamin C. It ain't going to hurt anybody. Say it. Drink your seed, drink your chaga mushrooms. Yes, the bad guys are going to use this for everything, absolutely. But so are the good guys. What a great time. What a great time to make that monetary change while everybody's locked in their house and the entire economic system has stopped functioning. Flip the switch, boom, arrest the criminals, arrest the bankers, put JP Morgan traders in jail, and start a new system, and then let everybody out of their house. If that's their plan, Snippy, wow, good job. But the reality is there's really people dying out there, and there's a lot of them. And when you run the numbers, anybody runs the numbers, every 6 day doubling, and we're seeing it right now, every 6 days it doubles, you're going to get really big numbers. Exponential growth is a hockey stick. It goes like this for a while, then goes boop, just like that. So hang in there. Hang in there, everyone. All right, what else we got in the chat room? What else should we talk about? Pandemic bonds. Yeah, there were some pandemic bonds. I think it was $500 billion worth. That bankers will bet on anything, and clearly there was some inkling that the future held some pandemic at some point. Whether it's man-made, this is probably man-made. Obviously, it's something that people have never seen. It looks like it is 100% engineered bioweapon, like Clif said. But they've known it for years. This is the way the old system would end. And Jean-Claude's in the house. Wow. It's like the old gang from the Snippy treasure hunts are here. Where's Dave? Yeah, no treasure hunts. And, unless I drive. I can drive to the treasure hunt, Snippy. I ain't going to fly anymore. Not until... I listened to the Hawaiian politicians say, well, we found out a doctor ended up with coronavirus who was in Hawaii, and he flew back to Washington, but there's nothing wrong here. There's no germs on the Hawaiian Airlines flight, and people flying in who had it, and they're saying, no, we had them self-quarantined. They're fine. Oh, my God. These people are ridiculous. They should go to jail for... It can't be incompetence. Dick Allgaier says, no, they're just incompetent. They're not cruel, they're just incompetent. I think they're just incompetent, cruel, criminal. I think they're stupid. And they aren't looking out for the best of their citizens. Everybody in Hawaii should be walking around with a mask right now. Yes, if you don't have it, a mask isn't going to help you much. But if you do have it and you don't know about it, a mask will help in slowing down the disease, the spreading of the disease. But we'll see, right? Hey, the numbers are going exponential already. You can see it at the CDC website. So, I don't know. Yeah, a lot of people say it's just about greed in the Hawaii. Well, it would shut down the Hawaiian economy because that's all they really have. They have tourism, and they have pineapples. Now, if you're from Hawaii and there's something else you guys kick out that's bigger, I'm sorry for capping on you. Those guys just frustrate me so much because I wanted information because I was supposed to go to Hawaii and they were hiding everything. And I'm like, how could Hawaii have only 2 cases? And then I find out they haven't tested back then, a couple days ago. They haven't tested anybody when it's one of the largest vacation spots in Asia. BitSource AML, thanks for the $2. A virtual hug. All right, sweet. Michael Buck, crypto.com will let you take money off the system almost immediately. Cool. Again, don't go big on any of these places that you don't know. And sometimes they'll get you that way. You know, you start with $10 and it works for you at $10, so you thought you put 10,000 in and you make a trade for 10,000 and all of a sudden the exchange disappears. Remember, crypto exchanges are unregulated. It's like trusting the guy at the end of this computer. You got to be careful with those exchanges. They are criminal enterprises. Most of them will be belly up. Most of them don't even have addresses, so you're not going to even get your money back. That's why I say, hey, if you're going to do it, just go to Coinbase. They're probably the biggest. Kraken, Gemini, the Winkle boys might get in trouble. But I think they're all going down if the banks go down. Obviously, if the banks go down, every crypto exchange shuts down because that's how they deal. That's how they pay their rent. That's how they pay their employees with fiat money. So, all right. Let's see, where are we? Amy Weir has a question. Oh, asking Perosi, what happened to John Kim? Where is John Kim? I haven't seen John in a while. I see his tweets every once in a while. But I'm not really on Twitter. Amy's more on Twitter than I'm on Twitter. All right, what do we got? Claire says, I don't have a good feeling about crypto. I responded to Claire in a chat room. Claire, you gotta learn it. I mean, it's once you learn it and spend some time to get your head around digital scarcity is the biggest thing. If you understand gold and silver, you'll really get cryptos quick when you look at the scarcity. We don't know how much gold there is. You know, Jeffrey Christian will tell you there's 200,000 tons that's ever been mined in the world, but I've found over 2 million tons that they've been hiding. And a lot of people have found more. And I mean, at 2 million, I just stopped counting. So much gold out there. And every ounce of gold that's dug out of the ground is still in play, pretty much. Silver, on the other hand, every ounce of silver that's pulled out of the ground, most of it's used up in putting little tiny pieces in cell phones and end up in garbage pits. So, BitSource again, another virtual hug. When Clif cries, it's serious. Absolutely. Yeah, that was a pretty powerful interview there. And obviously he was right. Because here we sit on the edge of total destruction. So, yes, I am, Jean-Claude, I am talking to Clif tomorrow, and we will post the interview when we're done. I believe so. He's trying to make time for me. He's a busy man. He's busy tweeting and doing research. The guy's done so much research. And preparing his family and friends, obviously. Michael Buck, what is the Atomic Wallet a safe wallet? I don't know. I haven't studied that wallet. Other people in this chat probably have and can give you a good idea. Better idea than me, at least. Let's see here. Hey, give me a thumbs up. Yeah, Tom Hanks has the virus. And has been indicted in Australia. Yeah, Tom Hanks is pretty shady dude. He's one of those, pizza-loving guys. So when I first heard that, I'm like, no, not Mr. Rogers. But yeah. So, a lot of bad guys are going to use that as a kind of a way out and take a little boat to Kinlay's Island, wherever they end up. And, they died of coronavirus, but they didn't. They just tried to get away before they were thrown in jail. Hopefully the good guys got that under control. No one can hide in too many places here on the planet. If they want to go off planet, we can get you there too. I have night vision goggles, my friends. Bix, do you see silver going to 1,000 plus an ounce? Not if the COMEX is still open and trading. First of all, it would be impossible because at $100, all the 7 large shorts would be taken out and slaughtered. So it can't go to $1,000 an ounce because of the destruction of the too big to fail banks on its way up. So when the COMEX shut down, yeah, the fair market value of silver is well above $1,000. I think gold and silver at some point will cross 1 to 1 because we need silver. We don't need gold, but the planet needs silver for all this electronic stuff that I'm looking at right now, my iPhone. The Roota coin worth $600 an ounce? No, Roota will be worth a lot more than that. Hell yeah. Each individually numbered with double strike luster. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to be an interesting one when the road to Roota theory is proven correct and the world knows it. What will those coins go for? I don't know. But keep your coin, keep your number. We've got everybody who signed up on the private road. We got your name attached to the number. So if someone starts making fake ones, you can use your little certificate that I signed, or just call us and say, hey, can you verify that I own number 143 because someone made a coin and tried to steal the whatever. Or it might be worth just the melt value of silver. No, it's a really cool coin. I hope you guys like that coin. I do. I love that coin. I was going to make a new one, a different one, and I'm like, no, I like this one too much. So we got new ones coming, hopefully. And that was a big thing when I ordered these new coins. It's like, I need them fast. How fast can I get them? So we'll see if we get them before the whole world falls apart. Bix, our Walmart was out of vitamin C for 2 weeks. Get it anywhere you can. Get it anywhere you can. If you can get liposomal vitamin C, that's better. If you get regular vitamin C, you only get, I think it's 20 to 25% absorption. You're going to piss all of it out. But it's better than nothing, and take a bunch of them. So, yeah, everybody, hey, raise your hand. Give me a thumbs up if you're currently taking over, say, 300 milligrams of vitamin C a day. I would say even go 4 or 5. I think I'm going to go 4 or 5 now. More and more information coming out that vitamin C protects, and I wouldn't say cures, but is amazingly good for you in fighting the coronavirus. I've got a lot of, just follow Clif High's Twitter feed. He talks about it every day. 400 milligrams is, right in there. But if you're not doing any vitamin C, you got to do it. Hey, Josh Lake in the house. Lots of thumbs up. Hey, Josh, sorry about Hawaii. I gave it the axe. We were going to go to Hawaii. They're just too criminal over there. And most likely, the time frame we're looking at going is about the time frame when they're going to shut the island down for quarantine. It's my take. So we'll see what happens. Emergency C. My son takes emergency every day too. And I was like, well, how many milligrams in that thing? He's also taking liposomal. But he wasn't sure. So make sure you check the milligrams. And I heard it's good, but I don't know. All right. Any other questions before we close up shop here? I just wanted to get on for a little bit and kind of say, hey, we're in the mix right now. This is exactly where it feels weird being in the middle of this, but it's been what we've been talking about for, I've been talking about this for 20 years, the destruction of the monetary system. Now, I used to think it was just, me and the GATA guy is going to take down the banksters, but it is the Federal Reserve System is going to take down itself. And that's what I found out from the Road to Roota documents. So, yes, the Fed printing $4 trillion just recently. What a fast way to get to the bottom of that problem, right? All right. You guys, it's been fun. Anything else jumping out? There's so many comments flying by. People giving a lot of good advice on how to take care of yourself. Do everything you can. You're not going to avoid it, though. I don't think you're going to avoid it. It's too hard to avoid. You're going to get it, so make sure your body is ready for it. A Litecoin under $30. Yeah, Litecoin under $30. That's a great buy. And actually, I bought some on Coinbase. Probably a dumb move. because I thought I could pull it right off because they got all my information, right? I try to pull it off, and they go, "Oh, thanks for your withdrawal. It'll be 72 hours." I'm like, what do you mean 72 hours? They don't have it. So hopefully the system will stay intact for 72 hours so I can get the Litecoin I just bought. Okay. For all the health food stuff, yeah, you guys are better than I am about talking about that stuff. I'm no expert at it. Watch the video, the Clif High video, right below this video. I put a link to the Clif High video where, and we did this like a month ago, and Clif was all over it. And what Clif said would happen is happening right now. So you'd be smart to take Clif's advice, is my opinion. And I will be talking to Clif tomorrow about other stuff. Well, about the stuff he's interested in, which is saving humanity right now. So we'll be talking a lot about it. Hopefully he's got some good news, maybe some tips on how we can do better at saving ourselves. But it's going to get a hell of a lot worse before it gets better. And that's a good thing, because the worse it gets, it means the closer we are to ending the criminal system that we've been living under. And then after the crash, it's all about who do we turn to? Do we turn to our government for help, or do we pick ourselves off the ground and say, hey, we don't need government money. We've got cryptos and we've got gold and silver. What do we need government for? Very little. Very little. They're really good at screwing things up. So that's the next fight we'll be fighting after the system crashes. But yeah, it could be any day. It could be any week. It could be any month. I don't think it's going to go throughout the year. Again, Clif High, this is year 0, according to the behind-the-scenes military guys. Year 0. 2020 is year 0. All right, you guys. Love you guys. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. If your family doesn't listen to you, shove vitamins in their mouth. Vitamin C. And you guys take care. We'll be doing a live chat again soon. And follow roadtoruta.com. Give me a like and a thumbs up and subscribe. Also, if you're not subscribed to the Road to Ruta webpage, on the webpage, there's a free email service that I'll send you, and you get a free book, Silver, Gold, Bitcoin, and God. Anyway, you guys take care. I'll talk to you later.